Hey there, guys. How you doing? It's Drew here, and today is day number 100, or no, 215, right? 215. Yeah, 215 today. So we'll see what time we did our video yesterday. We did our video at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's 12 right now, so we're an hour. So this is like 23 hours. Also, you got to remember yesterday, if you watched yesterday's video, I showed this. I don't know if I can show it now because that trade data on the actual chart would probably be, because it just saves 6 hours of data. It's probably gone by now, but if you watch yesterday's video, you can see that today's trade history, guys, the bot didn't trade for 6 to 7 hours for today's results, right? And after they made the new changes. So I put all the new changes in our Facebook group over here. So we'll just go to the Facebook group and I'll show you the post I made about those changes is this right here. And we're not going to know for another couple days, are they changes for the better? In my count so far today, guys, it looks like it's for the better. Like, I think I've made $30 in here. Yeah, $30. And considering it didn't trade for 6 or 7 hours, like that would be like a $40 day or something like that, which is, that's like 0.80 or something like that. Would be the result if it was a full 24 hours of trading. But we're not going to know for like another, I would say 2 days, 2 to 3 days to stay on the safe side. I did have one of my teammates contact me, and he said that he's made less than he normally does. And then I had one contact me and said that he lost all his profits, which he had made the start of the day, or I guess before they had made these changes or whatever. So this is what I'd recommend you do, okay? Is just wait a couple days to see. So the guy that said his percentage for today is like down to 0 or something, or 0.10 or something like that, like really, really low. He's just testing things out right now. So it's not like the end of the world type thing. But yeah, that's like, guys, after, they make a change with something, you have to wait a couple days to see the results, and then you make an educated decision about it. And I'm sure if the majority of them are like, obviously I'm not seeing a bad result here. I think it's better than normal. But if the majority of people are like not getting the result they got before they made the changes, then I guess the company would put things back to how they were before. But by my result here, guys, it looks like it's going to be better. Like, we're going to do the result now, and just remember, it didn't trade as they're making the changes, which took 6 to 7 hours, which was yesterday, but would affect today's trading results, right? So this is still going to be 0.50 something percent today, right? Okay, so we'll figure that out right now, and we'll get going. We'll grab the command. And I just want you guys to be crystal clear about that, when a company makes a change, especially to like a performance of a trading bot, like just give it a couple days, right? It's like you going and getting your car reupholstered, and you sit in the seat and you're like, oh, it's stiff. It's like, because everything's brand new, right? You got to give it a couple days to get it worked in. You can tell I love cars because whenever I do a reference to something, it's always about like a car, like getting your oil changed or whatever. I think was the reference I used in yesterday's video here. And yes, it's starting to get cold in Canada where I am. It's not in the minus yet, but it's today. I think it's like 6 today or something like that, which is like you need a winter jacket outside. I'm about an hour and a half north of Toronto, Canada here. So it's pretty cold where I am. Okay, let's shoot on over here. We're going to grab this number here. And at the end of yesterday's video, I talked about all this new changes they made there. It's just like an appearance change. Everything's the same in how everything works and stuff, right? So we'll go over here, and we need to grab this number here. So we've got 645848. 645838. I think it was. We'll double check it. 6458.38. Let me just double check that, because sometimes I do kind of 5848. 5848. 48. I put 38. There you go. Good thing I checked. It's like 10 cents off. Okay, so let's see that. And our percentage, yeah, 0.52. Okay, and then you remember in the video yesterday, that's where the extra like $2 or whatever comes from, is the withdrawal at the end of yesterday's video. So 0.52%. So as of right now, guys, after that change, my account earnings are definitely performing better than they were before they made the change to whatever they did. Well, the updates here, this is what they're saying they did. So, and I can see it in the trade history, right? Like now an actual loss in the trade history is, you can see it's like $30 or $20 and it's not a break-even trade anymore. And I'll show you that. But the result of that is going to give us more profit because it means the bot is not doing bigger gaps. I didn't notice it's doing bigger gaps, but it's basically, you know, if it does come back down to break even, it's letting it run a little bit more. Because a lot of times when you're trading, guys, things will come back down to break even, and then they'll pass break even a little bit, and then they'll go back up. And then that's like, I guess what the bot is doing now. It's giving it a bit more wiggle room type thing. That's the only thing I've noticed if you look at the trade history, and you can see it yourself as well. Okay, so token analysis, it's the same as ever since, you know, basically I started talking about this up here when it started to turn down. This is our buy zone is down here, right? And then this is our just wait zone. Just wait, see what happens up here. This is our buy zone down here for the token, Traiex token, and the token is this down here. Okay, so you want to get to 80-20. You start off at 50-50, and meaning that you're earning 50% of the profit, the company's earning 50% of the profit. Like you see here, I'm at 80-20. So this result here I'm showing you, 0.52, that's the 80%. It's not 100%. That's the 80%, right? Which is, you know, that's the way I like to do it because it's like more transparent than, like I could add on another 20% there and be like, oh, this is how much the bot made, because that'd be reality of it. But this is how much I made, was 0.52%, which is the 80% of 80-20 split. Okay. So, yeah, not financial advice. Good day to buy the token. You know, as I say, anything here is good. Anything here is just wait until we have a new high and low, which then we can draw this. This is the Fibonacci tool. It's just a, you know, 50% of it. Okay. So over to trade history, and we'll see this here now. So it's going to make it a little bit more complicated for me to do these videos with the trade history because we have that, like, I think it's like $20 to $30 gap now in a losing trade, or not gap, sorry, in price difference in a losing trade. It's not break even anymore. So we'll see here, okay? And then, of course, today I think there's not going to be as many trades because we're missing that like 6 to 7 hours of trading when they were doing the update. Like I guess they turned all the bots off. Buy was on the 8th, and then the sell was on the 9th. So we're actually going to count this because you know, half of it is on the 8th there. And you can see here it closed basically as soon as the 9th opened. It closed its trade. And we can see here that this trade is a profit. Okay, so that's almost a $200 gap. I could say it's like $150 or whatever, but you can see here, there's still not $200 gaps. I noticed one of the updates they did, guys, they made it a $200 gap, but that was like a while ago. And the profit was like really good then, but I think the risk was too high for them to be like, this is actually like good. Because here's the thing is it'd be worse for the members to have a losing day than to have a lot of losses during the day, right? Like for instance, if we, you know, had days of like 0.70% is a high day, and then we had our low days were 0.10%, it'd be worse for the members than having, you know, days where, for instance, before this update here, and I don't know the results of the update because we gotta, you know, we'll know that in the future, but before the update, the results was like a low day for 80-20 was like 0.39, 0.38, and then a high day would be like 0.60 or something. So the average is really like 0.50 or so. And the trading days, like you're not making extreme low and then you're not making extreme high, right? So it's better for the company and the members and stuff like that with their mindset of like, okay, and having confidence and stuff in it. But here's the thing is that when we had $200 gaps, we did have crazy days. Like we were having days where it was like, I think we saw some days where it was like over 1%. We had a ton of days at 0.70%, stuff like that. But our bad days were like 0.20, 0.60, I think we had one day like 0.15 or something, right? So, you know, that you can see here, guys, like every 3-4 months or something, they do test different strategies out, and they're seeing like what works best for the members in the company there. Okay. Anyways. Okay. So that's a winning trade. So we'll just mark down, we start on page 4, which is totally normal. Page 4. It's going to be interesting to see if it did the same amount of trades, even though it didn't trade for 6 to 7 hours. And then, and the other way you could see it is you could actually go to your trade history and then just look at your trade history. And you'll see a gap of like 6 to 7 hours in between trades. Okay. So we've got one trade on there, and then we go to this page here, and we've got, that's a profit. And this guy here is a loss. Okay, so here's an example of loss. This is what I was telling you, that it's going to be a little bit trickier for me because I got to look at, like, I really have to focus on the numbers here, because you can see here the buy is at 121,871.81, and then the sell is at 121,851.21. Okay, so that's an actual, you know, if your account was $121,871, this would be a loss of like, what is that, $24 or $25 or something, or 23? I don't really know. We'll look into this. But, you know, 20 something dollars, when before our losses were with this amount would be under $1, like 20 cents, 30 cents, whatever. So this is the change that they made here, guys, which is going to make our losses greater when we have a loss, but our wins are going to be bigger wins. Okay. And with the results that we're seeing in Traiex of win rates of, say, like, you know, like an average win rate for Traiex is like 80 to 90%, meaning that we win more than we lose. So our winners now are, you know, like the performance should be better now is with this. Okay. So this is gonna be scary for some people because they're used to like, oh, this thing does break even trades. And I actually used that in my promotion, but yeah, you guys, you see there. So now that before was like, you know, 20 cents, 30 cents. Now it's $20.60. Okay. So my average loss, this is what I'm thinking. My average loss now in this would be, we could figure this out, but if your account was $121,800, your average loss would be $20 plus the trading fee, which a trading fee on an account that big is probably $10 to $15 per transaction. So your average loss would be like $40 to $50 likely. My average loss is probably $2 to $3 now. We could look into this, and I'll show you guys how to do this so you can go and do it on your own. But you can see here, so this is the buy, this is the Bitcoin price. Okay, so we'll take this and we'll say it's definitely going to be off, but BTC to USD, this would be the prices as of now. Okay, so it's trading on 1921 if it's considering the price as of now, which is probably, it's almost the same, 121,400. At that price of the trade history, it's 121,800 something, right? So this is what you could do, is you could come like this and be like this guy minus, and then actually you can take this number here. Okay. This might not work out for us because it's, yeah, so that wouldn't be a loss because the price action is $400 difference. So, yeah, guys, sorry, I can't actually do this in the video because I don't know the exact price of Bitcoin. I could probably figure it out, but I don't want to make this video like 40 minutes long. But anyways, what you could do is wait for a losing trade and then go to your trade history and then just do that. Like you would take the price of Bitcoin and then you would take this here and then you would minus it, and that would give you the amount. Like mine's probably like $1 or something, or under $1, right? Yeah, it'd be way under $1. It'd be like 20 cents or something like that. And then the trading. So the trading fee, more or less, is where the majority of the loss would come from in a losing trade, guys. You know, there. Like even if your account is $122,000, like your trading fee would be like $15 or whatever per trade, right? Because this is only $2,000 and it's 48 cents per trade there, okay? Which is really good. That's like 0.25 or something like that, okay? 0.0 0.25 or whatever it is. Okay. So I'm totally lost now. That was our first losing trade. So where were we? Right here. Okay. So we'll just go. We got one losing trade. And next guy here. So buy, sell. So there's another losing trade right there. And then this guy here, buy, sell. That's a winner. Okay. This guy here, buy, sell. That's another loser. Holy shit! Right off the start. But still, the result is pretty. And this is yesterday's result, guys. So is still pretty good, right? Because yesterday we did 0.46% yesterday. Okay, so that's why I'm saying, like, give it a couple days so you can actually really see and understand what's going on, and just don't go in your back office and think like, oh, well, yeah, and you're looking at these numbers and you're thinking about $123,000 when your account's only trading on like $2,000, or if you're testing, it's trading on like $30. Like it's, you're not losing $30 a trade if your account's trading on $30 or something. So just give it a couple days, guys, and don't let things get to you there. Okay, so this guy here, that's a profit. And then to the next page is profit, profit, profit. That's a loss right there. Okay, so we've got one more loss, I think. Yeah, 23 there. Okay, so we got 4. And then we've got, oh, wait a minute. Buy, sell. So this is this guy's trade. Okay, let's start this again. Sorry, guys. I think I messed up. Okay, back to here. This is where we were. Okay, so that's a profit. And then we've got buy, sell. That's profit. Buy, sell. That's the first loss. Okay, so we'll just mark that off as yes, we've counted that. And then we've got buy, sell. That's the second loss. Yes, we counted that. And then we've got buy, sell. That's a profit. Buy, sell, that's a loss. That's our third one. And then to the next page is page number 6. We've got the buy, we've got the sell, that's a profit. We've got the buy, we've got the sell, that's a profit. Buy, sell, profit. Buy, sell, profit. Buy, sell, profit. Okay, so I think the fourth one there is not actually there. So I might have to delete that one. This guy here, we've got the buy, we've got the sell, which is a profit. We've got the buy, sell, profit, buy, sell, profit, buy, sell, loss. Okay, so maybe that was my fourth one. I think that's where we stopped, right? So yeah, I did have it correct. And then this one here, we got the buy, we got the sell, that's a profit. Next page is the buy and the sell, which is a profit. So this is the easy way to do it. Just look at the buy and the sell, and not the sell then the buy. Okay, buy, sell, profit, buy, sell, profit, buy, sell, profit, and then buy, sell, profit. And then you can see here, next page, we've got the buy, we've got the sell, which is a loss, which is a break-even trade. Okay, so that's a break-even trade. So this, let's go back and look at the time here now, okay? So this is 3:19 was that last trade. And then the next trade after that, okay, never mind. That was 3:49. Anyways, I was thinking maybe the 6-hour or 7-hour gaps in here, but it wasn't in there. Anyways, when I'm editing the video, I'll definitely see it in the trade history there. Okay, so that guy there is a loss. We've already marked it down. This guy here is a loss. We've marked it down. And these are break-even trades. So this is definitely like before they did the update or something like that. And then this guy here is a profit, profit, profit. And the next page. Oh, we're on the 7th. Oh, sorry, guys. Wait a minute. Okay, so that's fine. We just end right here, okay, where we were. So you can see there, guys, it definitely didn't trade as much because we're on page number 9. It started on page number 4. So didn't do very many trades, but still had a nice win rate there, okay? So let's do this. We've got 5 on that page. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that guy there was 1. So we've got 1. So 5 times, sorry, Jeez, I think it's 5 times 4. We'll go back here, and I think it was the 9th. I'm just going to rip through this fast, guys. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 times 5 plus 1. 5 times 5 plus 1. 5 times 5 plus 1. Okay, it's 26. So that's the lowest day I've ever seen it trade, which is what? Why is that? So if you're sitting there thinking, why the hell is my bot not traded that much? It's because it did the maintenance for 6 to 7 hours. And if you're looking at yesterday's chart, you would have seen it in your chart because I saw it. And I think I posted it in group. I'm not really sure. Okay. Okay, let's grab our next command here. And it's another wacky video for you guys. This is 26. And then we've got 6 here. So today's win rate, guys, is not going to be normal. This will be the lowest win rate for sure. It's just because we had all those losses in the trades. But still, like look at the result here, guys. This is great when you think about it. 46%, 0.46%. And it did 26 trades. That's including a buy and a sell together. And it had 6 losses. So the win rate's going to be really low, but still, it did pretty good with that. So 76.92. So that isn't our lowest win rate because I've seen, I think, 75 or 74%. We'll make the video title here. That's not that bad when you think about it. So we round things up. So that'd be 77. And then we've got, what was it, 53%? 0.53? 0.52. Okay. And then today's 115. Okay. And there's the video title for today. So let's go back. And I would actually really like to find that gap here. So let's actually just go and look for the gap in the price action from yesterday of the trading. So this is 23 to 21. Like we'll definitely see it. 20 to 17. Okay. 16 to 13. Kind of makes sense. 13 to 3. Okay, so this is where you can see it here. Okay, so that's 4, and then boom to 12.34. 35. Sorry. So that's the gap in the where the bot stopped trading because they did the update. Okay, I just wanted to show you guys that, so because I know a lot of people might be thinking like, holy shit, like how did it make 0.46% or whatever it was, or 48 or whatever it was percent if it didn't trade for like whatever how many hours? And then today in my account, it made 0.53%. Guys, I just think this new update they did, I think that our results from, here on out, like after the 3 days of you really getting to look at it and stuff like that, I think that we're going to see a better result in the trading, right? If that's the case for this here, okay? So let's go and we'll do a withdrawal. So we'll just refresh. I don't think it did a trade as we're doing it. Yeah, it did do a trade. So that trade made $2 and something. We'll take that and we'll pop that in there and we'll hit withdrawal, success, go to careers, and my careers didn't make as much as it normally does. Normally it does like $26 or $25, but we'll see over the next couple of days. It should go up because people are making more money, right? So we'll do a withdrawal of that and that's good. Okay, and then I've got $3,108 left to go, and then I'm going to get a 4,000 USDT bonus. Pretty freaking excited. That's going to come in handy. I'll tell you guys that. Holy jeez. Okay, so that's it from me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. If you want to join Traiex, I've got 21 more bots that I can give away, like actually give away the trading bot, so which is me giving you my $50 bonus. So you need 150 USDT to test this thing out, to get going with it. Once you purchase the bot, I send you 50 USDT back because I actually get 100% commission on the sale of a $50 bot. And you can take that 50 USDT and put it into the testing as well if you want. And then you're testing on 150 USDT. And it's 100% risk-free because at any time you want, you can come over and you can withdraw 100% of your deposit balance. Like, for instance, you could let this thing rip for a week, and then you're like, I'd rather just let my funds sit in Bitcoin, and I don't care if it's in a, the next 4 years, I don't care if it's in a drawdown or whatever type, not the drawdown, in a bear market, type thing like that. And you could go and withdraw 100% out of here. Like, nothing is held in here, guys, like, which is really, really cool. So yeah, it's 100% like kind of risk-free if you think about it that way, because the only thing that is non-refundable is a trading bot, and I'm reimbursing you for the price of your trading bot, which is good. Okay, so that's it, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye-bye.